What's the best tool for modeling for game dev? Trick question. The answer is whatever the tech artist has already written the tools for. You don't have to go and run out and learn a new one right now, but be ready to pick one up when you start somewhere new. You'll definitely hate that new piece of software for at least a few months, but then you'll probably learn some new things and it'll be neat. Double trick question. The answer is actually calipers. One of the most common issues with more junior modelers is not making things to scale. Buy yourself a pair of calipers and fix that right now. Also, if you're an American like me, start working and thinking in centimeters or millimeters. A lot of tools work in the metric system. So what am I on about? Well, the thing is, you don't know how big anything is, because neither do I. But my calipers know. How thick is this pencil? What's the length of this dagger's blade, or the thickness? How thick is a 2011 slide? What's the width of a rifle? 7 millimeters, 117 millimeters, 23 millimeters. But I'll just use photo reference. Wrong. Photos get skewed with perspective and lens distortion. You start modeling to that, and everything goes wrong. But I'll just Google it. Wrong again. You literally cannot find the width of a rifle on Google. Believe me, I've tried. 32 millimeters. So why is this important? Well, sure, if you're just rendering something, you could scale it up and down. It doesn't matter. But as soon as you're working with somebody else, it's going to matter. Often things don't look quite correct unless they're proportional to other pieces of itself. And the only way to nail that is to know very close sizes of things. If you start with known measurements and don't know measurements of other pieces, you can make a better educated guess than just starting by eyeballing things. Another reason is that in games, objects aren't in a vacuum, they're in a context. Guns look a certain size because they're in a hand. If the gun is too big, the hand is going to look too small, or vice versa. Here's an anecdote. The task for making Rambo's LMG in Mortal Kombat 11 was split into two tasks. I was making the gun and another artist was making the ammo belt. I made the entire gun assuming that the ammunition was going to be to scale, only to discover later that it was way too big. Unfortunately, the ammunition was already rigged and had animation applied to it, so it wasn't going to be changed. I had to remodel part of the gun just to accommodate the different size of ammunition. Now, part of that is my fault. I should have communicated better with the other artist, but the other half of it is a wrong scale.